Welcome back, everybody, to the Random Black Girls, the podcast. Look at us being consistent.
15 in a row, baby.
15 in a row.
And when is the point where we're going to stop counting? I think once we hit
50.
Okay. That's a goal. I was going to say lower, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
50.
Well, I love this. This is my favorite part of our business is being on the mic.
That does not surprise me at all.
Busting these rhymes.
My mic sounds nice like that. You're like,
check 1, check 2. No, that's not how it goes. I know what you're talking about. That
sounds nice. Check 1. My mic sounds nice. Check 2. That's it.
Boo, boo,
yeah.
Boo.
I'm old.
I know. I'm thinking Dougie Fresh on this end.
Oh, that's Dougie Fresh. Sure. Have you ever seen him perform?
He was here at Afrotech, and I am so mad that I didn't get to go.
I'm mad I didn't get to go.
Afrotech, call us.
Oh, girl, they're not coming back here.
Okay,
Afrotech. They're going to Houston.
They call us. We'll come to Houston.
Right. I'm like, let me get in now. I want to try to now it's over. They're doing their recoup. They already have said they're going to Houston next year.
Let's do it.
How we get in? What we do? What we got to do?
Houston is a little chocolate city.
And the food is great.
Oh, well, you always know about food.
You know the food is good.
You don't know food wherever it is.
Who, me?
Yes.
In general.
You don't know where food.
You can just swipe the screen.
It's too far.
You can if you need to. Ow. Anyways, welcome. We always do this. We always do this.
This is why they come back.
You think so?
Because they be like, I don't know what these folks is going to do this time.
Yeah.
It's going to be something, though.
Here we go. Look, I'm in this space between Halloween and Christmas. Look, for Halloween, I dressed Halloween. Now I'm like, I don't even want to wear any clothes because
get naked.
Well, I'm not trying to go to jail, but I'm just like, I'm looking at that Christmas box full of all those Christmas clothes.
No, ma'am.
And I'm just like,
no.
25 days, starting on the 1st. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I need it. Because then I don't have to think about my clothes when I put it on. I don't know how I'm going to work out this Beyoncé thing and my holiday wear because it's literally the first day.
You're going to have to pick one.
No, I'm going to do both. Silver, glittery stuff is Christmas. Gold, glittery.
Gold.
Red, glittery. World AIDS Day. Red.
Red.
Probably what I wear.
I'm gonna shock you on what I'm gonna have. You don't
wear them chaps with your ass out that she got from Ivy Park?
No, my husband is not going to allow that, and it's gonna be too cold.
In Texas, girl.
Then we gonna get the people keep talking about this cold front coming. We need generators and water. I bought my toilet paper yesterday.
What are you for the apocalypse? What is snowpocalypse?
Look, what our power went down here in Austin for a few days, and now everybody's in a panic.
2 years ago, they're trying to save face. They don't want to have that happen again.
It's gonna happen again.
They're gonna have to go put some blankets or something over them damn power lines, whatever, to keep them nice and cool and warm or whatever, because
it's gonna happen again.
I think that where we're at politically, if that happens again, we're going to see a big shift in the state because it doesn't matter if you're red or blue. If you're in your house and you cold, that's enough to drive voters to make a change. Remember, we're going into a election year.
Oh, so my.
I feel like we've never gotten out of the election cycle since Obama was out.
But Jesus.
It's been incessant for 12 years.
I told Conrad, I told my husband, look, if you know who, get a new, where, we moving.
To where?
Europe.
You know that they invented colonization, right? Europe.
Yeah.
So why would you move to Europe? They're just as bad. They're doing Brexit and all that. They're just as bad.
Oh, okay. We're moving to South Africa.
The people who did apartheid for all that time
But it's gone.
Yeah, but the systems aren't totally changed. Look, I always say it's if you are Black or you're a part of the Black diaspora,
you can't go nowhere
because colonization did such a number on everyone. It's
trauma.
Like the best we can hope for is better than here, right? It's like when I walk around, because I'm in a lot of these expat groups.
Sounds like death.
I am in a lot of expat groups because I'm like, my goal is to become an expat one day, right?
Okay.
And then like they go to places where there's a lot more like African influence and things like that. And they say, whoa, it feels good to walk around and not be highly aware of my race all the time in every situation. So that is what you're looking for if you decide to exit up out of here. A place where your blackness is not in the frontal lobe 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like it is here.
Sounds like death.
Okay.
I'm just saying. This world is exhausting. I'm tired.
So how are you gonna be there and have a court dates and indictments? And like there should be something in the paperwork saying you get look. I'm reclaiming my time.
She's reclaiming her time.
This is my energy for now all the way to the new year. This is it. Reclaiming my time. And we can talk about it.
I'm going to hold her to that because I do not believe that for one bit. That's like, that means you have to get rest. You're going to have to slow down.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to relax. Look, she's
I'm
having
choosing
the shakes right
my
now.
heart right now.
Okay.
So we can talk about that when we get our little updates. Tell everybody who we are and how to get in contact with us and whatnot.
I'm LaToya Swan.
Woo! Oh, I'm Dr. Sharita Ambrose.
See how she put the doctor on there, y'all?
Yes.
She getting used to it. I love it.
Only taking almost 2 years, but yeah.
And we are the Random Black Girls. You can catch us on our Instagram, which is popping. Oh my God, we got to get ready to do the thing.
Yeah.
Because we're up there now.
Are we?
We are.
I haven't been looking.
So go to our Instagram, Allure Alliance TX. Follow. See what we're doing.
Do all that.
Tell your friends to tell their friends. You can
and we can be friends. And we can do this every weekend.
At the after party.
Right. That was Puffy in the hot tub.
It was. Those were the good.
I got kicked out of class for going, true. Like, like when we had a true false test and being this little group.
I believe it.
And he was like, first we were like, true. Like, yo, this. And then he was like.
And he didn't even know
and then
what
we kept doing it. And he was like, out of my classroom. All of you.
Like, you don't like P. Diddy?
We were like.
Boo.
Racist.
That's funny.
Because he was an old white man. And so we were like, racist. He was like, get out of my class.
Yeah. P. Diddy, 2-pack. Like, they can't get it right.
2 packs of Shakur?
Right.
What is that? Is that a beer?
Or it sounds like
IPA?
a pack of cigarettes. Shakur.
The skinny ones. The long
menthol skinny ones.
Ooh, menthol.
My grandma smoked menthols. Okay,
Black people smoke
back
menthol.
on task. You can find us on our website too. www.randomblackgirls.com. That's where all the fun is. You can see all of our programs. You can see all of our whereabouts. You can see where our next whereabouts are going to be because it's going to be epic.
Yes. Yes. I'm happy. I'm really happy because I feel like this year is like your freshman year when you just do that adjustment to like college because you just came out of high school and you were used to being told where to go, where to be, and then you get to college and people go, all right, bye, make your choices.
Right.
And you're like, and you make a lot of mistakes. You take 8 a.m. classes when you know your ass ain't going to
I know.
You
Exactly.
go, okay, I'm going to do this major. And you get there, you're like, this is hard and I don't like it. And you change your major. Like, I feel like we're matriculating through our freshman year.
Ooh, matriculating.
Yes. And now we're going into our sophomore year. It's still difficult because we still are trying to figure out who we are and where we're going, but it's less jarring than your freshman year. Like you got some friends and you got an idea and you know who to talk to about what now. And, you call the financial aid office instead of having them call you. I used to, I went to an HBCU. So everybody go, how your financial aid? It's all trash. It was always trash. And this was back in the day, in the 2000s. I worked in the bursars. So everybody knew I worked in the bursar. So everybody was like onslaught. Well, is my check in? Could you tell me my check in?
Right.
People would give you their social security number. Here, look it up. Write it down, look it up. You didn't know that your social security number is literally the key to your life and your credit, because capitalism. And they would just write it down, their name, birthday, and social.
Yep.
And you're like, I could have got a whole credit card in your name if I was that kind of person.
Credit card, apartment, a car.
I mean, house. I could be you. Okay?
Right.
I could be you. I have a cousin that used to do that. Be people.
Look.
She's saved now,
Plead the fifth.
I guess. I don't know if she's going to watch this or not, but hey, you did what you did. I used to know some scammers back in the day.
Done the thing before.
Look, I have never, ever done the scamming. But I used to hang out with the scammers. Okay. So that's kind of like being right there with them.
Have you ever participated in a scam?
No. I was always like at the house, which let me just wind it back. Let me wind it back because this is about to be a random die real quick. When I went to Texas Southern University, I ended up hanging out with some people who were scammers. I did not know, because look, freshman year, you don't know these things. We just like, oh, this boy got money. Always buying us, taking us, doing stuff. He would go, let's go to the mall. And we would go shopping. We would go and do stuff. And I'm like, he's so nice. He got money. And he was gay, so he wasn't trying to get nothing, right? That's what I thought. Anyways.
Okay.
And then after a few months, he rented us a car for Kappa Beach party, a drop top Mustang, right? Because we were gonna sit on the back right? And then he goes, hey, I need you to take my friend to Louisiana and drop him back off. We took my underage cousin, unbeknownst to us, a brick of something, and a AWOL soldier. Cross state lines. Because we're in Texas. We had to take him to Louisiana. And we were just like, joyride.
Fancy free. Living my best life.
The Lord was on my life. That's what I say, people.
And
when I get my testimony, I'm going to have to call ahead
the blood of Jesus.
Thank you. Okay? You never know.
Covered.
But we took a minor over state line with a brick of something in the car. We did not know that was there until it was being retrieved. We did not know what the soldier was AWOL, which is a crime in itself. It's a crime.
Yes, yeah.
And it was before Don't Ask, Don't Tell, so he was also gay. So it was a lot going on.
Living on the edge.
I didn't know, because had I known, I'd have been like, I'll see you when you get back. Okay? And I'm just telling you, that's when I started going,
ooh, Lord,
after we found out, we were like, okay, when you gonna take the rental back? He was, just leave it, is what he said. Just leave it. And I was like, just leave it? Leave it where?
Right here?
It was like, take it on to such and leave it. I'm like, oh no, Jesus. I was just riding the passenger side. I don't look, if I go to jail, we all going to jail. Okay, this ain't my life.
You're gonna sing like a bird.
He over there. This is his name. Social security number, because I got it from the bursar office. I'm telling, because I'm not going to jail.
This baby ain't going to jail for nobody.
Not a body. None. No.
We ain't ride or die. We ain't. I'm
gonna
do the time.
And if you get too dangerous,
to be putting money on my commissary.
No,
I'm telling.
I mean, just think about period products in jail. That's enough.
I just think about how the toilet is connected to the water fountain,
and it's out in the open, so you gotta take a poop in front of everybody.
You lost
and they be
me.
like 3 and 4 people in the thing.
You lost me right there. So no, thank you.
I just hope that that's never part of my story, honey, because.
Well, you're too up in mature age to be caught up in something like that now.
Yes.
This is a warning to all you ladies out here who think you sexy red. Get out while you can.
You're going to be in the prison talking about my booty hole going to be red, okay? No thanks. Right. From use. No thanks. No thanks.
Get out of there. All right. That's the whole thing, girl. Like, this is how I know we old, because it's a whole situation. They even doing it with your sororities. The noise that y'all make, they're like replacing it with
with your sorority call. Yes, we're gonna just stop it at that.
Okay,
it's EYP.
What? It's EYP. Who came up with these noises? What do they mean?
Honey, these are things people have to join the organization to find that stuff out.
Because if she tell me, she'll have to kill me.
Look, my husband had that whole conversation with me a couple weeks ago. Why don't you tell me anything, dude? Do you know what I have to go through?
Exactly.
There you go.
So what do you mean?
Can't tell you.
I tell you, I got to kill you. Okay, y'all. Y'all can also find us on Twitter at TXAllure. And then you can always send us an email at
randomblackgirlstx@yahoo.com.
Oh my God. Yes. That one.
Or you could literally go to our website. There is a place where you can send us a message.
Right. Where it says contact us.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Contact us.
It will end up in allurealliancetx@yahoo.com.
All right, y'all. So this is November knowledge.
Okay, what did we learn this year? I mean, this month of November, we're halfway through.
I can't believe that. I feel like
blink, it'll be New Year's.
I feel like November got here like 2 seconds ago for some reason. I don't know why.
I always say time flies when you're having fun or when you are grown. That's it. Because I remember being in school and like, oh my God, when is Christmas break? When is this break? When is that break? And it was like long and arduous. Now we're like, blink, it's November. Blink, it's December. Blink, February. Blink, December again. What the fuck? What happened?
Yeah. I was just having this conversation at dinner last night, and the lady that I made friends with, because I make a friend, and she was talking about the same thing. Her kids are 18 and 21, and she's like, oh my God, it just went by so fast. And I'm like, my kids are 11 and 9. I got one of them prison calendars. I'm making the X's on it, and I'm like, is it though?
They said the days are long, but the years are short.
Yeah.
That's the best way that I could look at it.
Look, we had a whole conversation about what I wish I've known. Like, right. I wish I would have known adulting was just bills. And then I would have just stayed a kid.
It's a scam.
Or I wouldn't have never moved out of my parents' house. I'd just be like.
Intergenerational living sounds great. In theory. But if you got a big enough.
I've never heard that. Say that again.
Intergenerational living.
I don't think I could live with my family like that, though.
But, you want to go live somewhere else. A lot of these foreign countries, that's what they do. They all live together. Husband and the wife come and live with the mama and the daddy and the sister. But you have to have the space, I feel like, we're Americanized. So we want our space. We want our individuality. We want. We're like, this house is too small. I only have 30,000 square feet.
I know.
And my mama is 2 acres over it, too close. Like, that's how we are as Americans.
That is how
But in foreign countries, that's not how they.
Yeah, they be in a room like this and live just fine.
Right.
I would die.
Everybody on pallets at nighttime. How y'all making babies?
All the time. All the time. Because they're so close together. There's always some touching happening.
Just wait for them to be in a deep sleep and then you just kind of get in real quick.
Well, they say king size beds keep couples apart.
I want a king size bed. I have a queen. We have a queen.
Oh no!
It started off. Look, I had a queen. We was not buying new beds. Now we're looking at buying new beds, and I'm like, California king,
absolutely.
Oregon king is bigger than the California.
I want one of those.
Can it just when you walk in the door, you trip and you're in the bed because
boom.
Right. You walk 2 steps, bed. That's it. Like your room is the bed.
Ah, okay.
I want a bigger. They have an Alaskan king.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's when you start moving into like family bed. Like family.
No.
I'm cool with a family bed per se. Like if we all wanted to come and we had another room like where we could watch movies and we in the bed and doing all this and then we go back to our respective spots, I'd be cool with that. But I don't want to sleep in the bed with my kids. I currently spend a lot of time sleeping in the bed with my kid. And it is annoying.
Yes.
He's 4.
My kids still ask me to sleep with them, and I'll say yes. I'll go get in the bed with them.
No, they come and get in the bed with us.
Conrad ain't doing that.
No, my husband's like, fine. I love this baby. He's so. I get out the bed and I'll go into the other room and say, y'all can have it. Because I'm starfish. This right here. I'm like this. and like
on the edge,
the little seam on the side of it. That's the only thing holding me from the floor. I'm just like, then the covers ain't. It's just we need 3 sets of covers. You get a set, I get a set.
Right.
No, I just want to be able to sleep naked or to stretch out. And
are you naked in front of your kids now?
Because the youngest,
I'm
yes.
still naked in front of mine.
The youngest, yes. The oldest, not so much, because he's starting to get these modesty stuff where certain words even trigger him. Like if you say sex, he goes, I'm like, it's not a bad word, bud.
Right.
And he's like, it's not. No, it's not a bad word. And also when you use it in the like it is the appropriate term. So using it is not
bad,
scintillating or anyway. So it's like, you said sex because that's the appropriate term. Like it'd be different if you were saying like banging or smashing or whatever else, but you're out here saying sex, and he's like, because Family Guy came on and he sings the thing and he goes, when they say sex on TV, he goes on TV, and I'm like, boy, bye. I cuss so much, so I mean, he doesn't like I said, boobs. He doesn't like that word. He don't like. He's just very like at this point where he's like, body parts, yeah.
Titus is like that too, and my mommy loves to talk about sex, and they're using nuts now.
Oh,
and I was
these
like,
nuts?
yeah,
saying these nuts?
And I was like, are y'all talking about nuts that you eat or your nuts in your scrotum?
The balls.
Yeah, it is. It's like, yes, the balls. And I was like, okay, that's fine. That's not a bad word. And I was like, no.
You know what? I've started saying there's no such thing as bad words, right?
Okay.
I'm like, look, there are cuss words.
Yes.
Sure. I don't consider them bad words. See, that's the knowledge part, right? Where my parents would be like, oh, hell no. And people, like, there's this question, would you want your kids to cuss in front of you, right? And I'm like, I have allowed my son to say things at certain times, right? Like when he goes and gets prepped for karate and he's gonna go for his 3rd degree coming up. And like at the beginning, I want you to say, I'm gonna kick some ass. Like,
right.
And like, I'm gonna kick some ass. Let's go. That's the gear up to get to the mental space where you need to be. Right. Now, I don't want him walking around like this bitch,
right.
Talking like I didn't cuss in front of my mom till I was past 21. Right. So it wasn't until I became a mom where I felt really comfortable being able to cuss in front of my mama. Me and my mama cuss now. We talk and we cuss. And I'm like, this bitch. And I mean, no words are off the table.
Yeah.
I try to quell it in front of my husband's mother because she's from a different generation. But me and my mama, because my mama cuss. When was a cusser? Okay. So I cuss with my mother. I cuss with my dad. So. Because I'm grown. I'm like, what they going to do?
Yeah.
Me?
My side of the family are definitely cussers. My husband, no. No. I look, I've only heard my husband say 2 cuss words.
The entire time?
The 17 years we'd have been married, yes.
That's crazy to me.
And I'm like, ooh, he's mad. He said,
oh, that's how you... Damn it! And you're like...
Y'all better get away from your dad.
Right.
He's got
I've had enough.
He's got to blow a gasket.
No, we cuss a lot. And our kids see us cuss like a lot. Like my son is like, my baby said, what the hell? And I said, where you get that from? My son said, you?
Right.
I was like, well, at least it wasn't what the fuck then.
Not yet.
And every now and again he'll say shit. And I'm just like, did he say shit? Okay. That's one of my favorites. Shit is my favorite. Okay. Shit and bitch.
When my grandmother used to cuss, if she said shit, you knew
it was up.
Because you never heard her curse?
My grandma too.
And so it was always like, it took you aback, like, what?
I see my grandmother cuss 2 times the whole time I ever known that lady.
Could you go through life without cussing?
Me?
I couldn't.
Yes, I always find other words to say because I like words. But like my uncle came from being out of town. He was living in California at that time. He come back. My grandma had cooked from scratch, like everything in prep for him coming. And he goes, I don't eat that stuff anymore. Stuff. Yes. Greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, lamb, ram, hog, dog, everything.
You name it.
She had it on the table from scratch. She had a garden. So those greens came from her garden.
See, that's disrespectful.
And she said, don't start that shit.
Right.
Everybody in the house was like, and then we bust out to laughing. And you know, he ate a bunch. He ate several plates, okay?
You better get out of here with that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then one time we were doing the dozens, my cousin, they talking about me. She said, if you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. And that was it. That's the only 2 times I ever heard my grandmother cuss.
Really? That's amazing. If cussing had to come out of my vocabulary, I don't know what I would do when I was mad. Like
ratchet, like the cartoon, the little cartoon dog.
Frickin' fire truck in the fireplace. Get those.
What is this malarkey? That's what you'd say. You'd find other words to say instead of those words. Yeah. I think I like alternative cuss words.
Okay.
You know, like malarkey and jabberwocky and things along those. Like, yeah. Like people are like, what is this jabberwocky?
You get your Care Bear out of here.
Right. What the frick?
Believe it or not, everyone, the purpose of this podcast is to bring Black women together to discuss health, wellness, and overall life topics that affect Black women.
In a random way, baby.
And this happens in Black homes. It does. It does. So what's been going on with you, lady?
Nothing.
What?
No, everything.
I'm about to say, I can't
everything and
that.
nothing. Like I went to a funeral. That was sad, but it was also like good to see people. And it was a lot going on.
But do we have to see them at the funeral? Why can't we see you?
Oh my God. I had never been to a sorority.
Oh, is it a thing?
Funeral before. Yes. It's every organization has their own Omega Rho service. Oh. And it was blue, it was yellow, it was gold, it was white, everything. It was chock full of sorrows, which is great because this is how this person actually brought me into the organization. This person actually was a part of my process from start to finish. And she was very young.
I'm about to say she's young.
She was 44 years of age. Her name was Yaya. And well, her name was Yarnakisha, but everybody called her Yaya. And
that's my nickname for home.
Really?
Yaya.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and it was, like I said, I went down there. I was already sad because it was happening. But I was like, I don't think I can, I don't want to participate in the Omega Rho parts because I don't want to be sad all day. It's a thing. It's a process. You got to go, you got to do hands. I was just like, I've never done it. I don't want to do it. I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Amber. We're going to pay our respects. And then we're going to go somewhere else and we're going to reminisce and we're going to look at pictures and we're going to do other things to like celebrate this person's life because it was heavy because she was so young. Amber is older than her. They were like a couple months difference.
Oh, wow.
And like we didn't go to the viewing because we didn't want to see her like that. And then I haven't had a lot of people die in my life like
right,
that.
Yeah.
So it was like I can count on like one hand how many funerals I've been to, right?
Really?
My granddad's, my grandma's, hers, my aunt's.
Really? Oh,
that's
wow.
about it. Like I can't think of any. Oh, my Aunt Tooney's.
That's good.
That's one hand.
That's good.
And like I don't like funeral vibes. I really don't. And then they did somebody sang End of the road. I'm gonna keep it above board because I was just like, one guy got up there and he sang and he let out that first note and you could feel the reverberation through the whole play. I was like, oh, I don't like to cry, but this is happening to me right now. And Amber is like, dig in your purse, distract yourself. And I was like, yourself. And she's like, want a mint? And I'm just like, she knows I don't cry. So I was just like,
does not cry.
We're leaving here. I literally was like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Let's just go and eat and laugh and reminisce and look at pictures and do all that stuff. And we did. And then we spent the weekend kind of going over pictures and things that we had and meeting with people we hadn't seen in over a decade. We hadn't seen a lot of those people. And some of them 15. I joined in 2001. That's how long ago. Like some of the people we hadn't seen them since 2004, 2005.
Oh, wow.
It's like a reunion. Mm-hmm. So that right there made me say, I'm reclaiming my time because, honey,
life is short.
I don't want to be, and this one was busy, and I think she was busy. I'm going to say this, and I think that I hope that it's taken in the way that it really is meant, is that I think, because she had a heart attack. Like 15 years ago or something along those lines.
In her 30s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
And I said, sometimes I think innately there are people out here who maybe they're not cognizant of it, but innately you know that your time is limited here. So you do a lot. It's like those people that do a whole lot and then they the Tupacs of the world, like he was in his 20s.
I know.
He had a lot that he accomplished in that short time because maybe innately
he knew.
And it's not that it's cognizant. It's just that you have this drive that I have to get this stuff done and I gotta get it done now. Yeah. So when I leave here, I haven't left any stone unturned. And I feel that was kind of her thing because she was in so much stuff. She did so much stuff, was an only child, raised 2 kids. One of them, had some developmental differences as like, I think ADHD, no, autism. Okay. Like severe. And just like all of that. And she had a business and she had another business. She taught and she was working on her doctorate and that's when she had her heart attack, so she didn't ever finish it or whatever. But she did so much.
Yes.
And impacted so many people. So that made me go, girl, you just need to do what is important to you. You need to do what's valuable to you. And don't run yourself down on shit that really doesn't matter to you that much. So that's my takeaway from going to that. It was, you really need to reclaim your time and put it into something that's valuable to you.
That's true. Easier said than done, of course.
Truth.
And we can sit here and prioritize and make the list and talk about the things that are most important. But there's so much stuff that we have to unlearn.
That's true.
And so, because you can easily just get back into that same routine of what you were doing. And you're like, oh my God, I said I was going to reclaim my time.
Yeah. And that whole weekend, like I told my husband, don't call me, don't text me. And I just kind of put my phone on this off. Like it was on silent most of the time because I was just like, I really want to connect with the people that are in front of me. And I know that using our phone sometimes is a barrier to that. So, we had a lot of come to Jesus moments as people that we knew and that also knew her.
So what are y'all going to do differently? Because, after funerals, you exchange phone numbers. It's like, call me.
We started a group chat already.
Okay, good.
And we on it. And like me and my dean, that's the girl who also brought us in. She has 2 littles that are, I think they're a year older than my son. And one of her daughters is autistic, so she does a lot of speech therapy and she's a nurse and all that kind of stuff. So she runs as much as I run, and I'm like, okay, now we're going to come to your house. Now we're going to do this. She's like, I got a pool. We definitely come and see your house,
right?
And like, let's not make it another 15 years before we see each other.
Yeah.
Let's not make it another. We only see each other at homecoming moments or whatever.
Right.
And like, I've been fortunate enough to not have death around me in the way that I know that other people have had.
I know.
So, I'm just like, look, you ain't got to tell me 2 times, 3 times. I'm just going to do it now. So.
Yeah. And you know what? The people around you have to understand when your routine changes, when you want to stop things. Because I think the expectation is mom's going to do it. My wife's going to do it. Sharita's going to do it. Doctor's going to do it. And then you get back where you didn't want to be. And it's like, how did I get back to this place I said I was going to stop?
Right. So. Right. And what about you?
I'm going to hold you accountable for reclaiming your time.
All right now. You have to go to therapy for that.
Yes. I highly recommend 5 stars. My dad had been ill, and so he passed away, and it was it wasn't unexpected, but I just wasn't expecting it, and so I had to go to Dallas to his memorial service because he was cremated, which was weird to me. Again, burning up people, it's just like I have this thing, and it's just, I don't know why this is, but I've learned this about myself. Like, I need to say goodbye. I need to see them. I need to touch them, kiss them, and tell them I love them. And whenever I don't get a chance to do that, it tears me up. So I'm feeling, last week I was really busy with a lot of work. And so this week it's kind of been on a low hum. So I've had a chance to start feeling my feelings. I cried the first time yesterday, and I think I'm gonna, then on top of it being the holidays and then my grandmother, it's gonna be like a year and 8 months, not that I'm keeping up. And it's just kind of like, when you said you can count on your hand, I can use a lot of hands. I only have 2. But what I'm seeing now as an older adult, my family around me is older. So this is just going to be a continuation of death.
My mama say, hey, you pass in this way, you got to pass out that way. So,
I know, just never thought
as sure as you live, you're going to die. That's what my mama say too. So.
2 promises.
Right.
2 promises. And I don't know how to prepare for it. Like when people talk about how they don't have their mom or their dad, it's like, I don't know what that feels like.
Right.
When my grandparents passed away, I was like, I don't have any grandparents anymore. Right. So like now that, we're going down this
road. As you age.
Yes.
As you age.
Yes.
And that's the thing, like, I think that's a good title for this thing is Knowledge of November. It's like as you get older, as you see the people that you put in high regard, or the people that were towers, in your life, and you see those towers like fade away over time, that you're just like,
I don't like it.
I'm gonna learn these lessons, and I want to learn them and apply them quickly because we don't have time. And that's the thing is like I've heard in the past, because I've had a friend that passed away that was young, and they were like, there's no guarantee in life as far as time is concerned. To have a full life, all you have to do is live it. That's it. There is no, well, you got to get it to 100. You got to get it to 85. Or if you make it to 7, you lived a full life.
Right.
If you make it to 15 or 25, you lived a full life.
Man.
And that's when that hit me, I was like, man, that's a lot to take in. It is taking me a long time to like internalize that. So I keep coming back to that. It's like, we always want more time. We always want, and I think as a mom and as a person who's a busybody, I will say to myself, they will not remember that you didn't clean up this week.
That's true.
Everybody on their deathbed says, I wish I had more time to spend with the people that I care about and love.
Yep.
Or do something that is significant to me.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I'm like. I just want to do something like that rat race. At the end of the rat race, you're still a rat. So what I'm racing for.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. Let me see what we got for
man. That is true, man. Just other than that, we're going. I did some networking.
Yes, tell us about your networking events.
I've been going to these galas.
Yeah.
Extravaganzas. These galas, and sitting at these tables and having these conversations with these very important people in Austin, which is interesting because it showed me how siloed we are versus we can go outside.
We don't have a continuum.
Right. And see our business and see ourselves in business and all those things. So being connected, it's fun. It's fun when you're doing all the connection and all those things. It's the follow-up that is the actual work.
Cascade. The cascade. Okay. I don't have the energy. And I think that I appreciate, let me just say this. I want to put it on record. I appreciate that that's what you are good at. I think that that's a wonderful thing for this organization.
Thank you.
That you have the energy and the capacity to do that. I don't. I'm like, you meet them. You meet them. We have the meeting. And then I want to talk business. Now, do I want to go to a party? Sure. Do I want to go to every party? No. Right? So I just want to say that, I think it's important in all aspects of this organization that, you do what you're good at, and then you develop over time things that your growth edges, if you will.
Your growth and pain points.
There you go.
Those things.
So I like the fact that you do the networking.
Yeah, I definitely more interesting people in Austin than I already knew living here for 17 years, but also was wondering, why am I just now meeting you after being here for 17 years?
And there's a lot of Black people in positions of access or power, if you want to call it.
It is.
And I think that that's something that we don't realize, because if you look at Austin, our population is very small, but there are a lot of Black people in places where they're like, oh, you got access. Let's get it.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
All right. So let's move into national months, because I think a little bit of health education would be helpful. November is National Diabetes Month. They said 1 in 3 adults in the United States are pre-diabetic.
Okay.
And then there are things that we can do, especially type 2 diabetes, right? That's what we're really focusing on a lot, is type 2, but also type 1. Type 1 goes undiagnosed in Black folks a lot. Like my friend's partner passed away from what they thought originally he had type 2, but it kept going back and getting tested. And by the time they realized he had type 1, the damage to his body was already done, and he ended up passing away shortly thereafter. So type 1, you're born with that. You do not develop it over time. Like Halle Berry has type 1 diabetes. So you're born with the inability to be able to process insulin the way that your body needs it without, damaging your organs and whatnot. So you have to have insulin shots and things like that. And then there's that type 2 diabetes you develop over time. I am a woman who had 2 pregnancies that had gestational diabetes. So my likelihood of developing type 2 is high. Right. It's more I need to go get checked this year, but I haven't yet. I usually do it around or after my birthday, because I don't want to ruin that. But they usually your numbers. And I'm like, yeah, you start moving into pre-diabetes, especially if you have this year. I was like, girl, I got to get it together, because people dying early. I need to go ahead and do what I need to do so I can take care of my kids, that kind of things. But diabetes awareness is a big deal, especially in the Black community, Hispanic communities, and Asian community.
Asian?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's I think it's genetic.
I'm about to say genetic.
But it's also diet. It's also heavy starches, lots of sugars. Well, the way your body processes things. If you think tribally, if you think where we came from as human beings, we did not have this much starch. We did not have this much sugar. We did not have all of this stuff. So, the way our body processes it is going to be different. And then you think about the foods be good, okay? I love a refried bean, okay? So beans are good, but when you refry them, you start moving into some trajectories here. But eating these things on a regular basis on top of our fast food diets and things like that. So it's important to get yourself checked for diabetes, and you can turn the tide. You don't have to.
That is very true.
Become insulin dependent and things along those lines. You can turn the tide.
I've actually been hearing about resources where people or organizations are teaching communities how to cook the food that they get, but in a way that it's much more not safer, but much more healthier, and they can still have their cultural foods.
Right. And also, I think that it's important to talk about the socioeconomic status parts of those things. Mm-hmm. Like, I go to Whole Foods. I go to Central Market. But I don't shop there regularly because it's expensive.
Very.
And I'm going to tell you what I really love. When I see somebody in Whole Foods or I see somebody in Central Market with an EBT card, I'd be like, you must have a lot of EBT on you because that is a lot of money for that little bit of food.
I didn't even know you could take the EBT to the Whole Foods.
It's food.
Oh,
it's food. It's a payment. It's food. So, like, or when they build these really nice HEBs, like when that one on 51st opened up, and I was like, oh, so now the people from Springdale can come over here and get a better HEB stuff. And I love it. Get that HEB EBT card out. Get it out and pay for it because I love it. During the pandemic, I got me an EBT.
I didn't. I wanted one. I still want one.
Me too, girl. And you know, on HEB.com, you just upload your EBT card like a credit card.
Oh,
yeah, it was
the
cool.
Convenience.
I know. But also, like, you know, socioeconomic status part of it is that it costs a lot to eat healthy.
Absolutely.
And it's designed that way.
Yeah.
You know, cheap eats, you know, I always say if I have $20 and I got to feed a family and I work and I got multiple kids who after school, it is so much easier to pull up to the 4 Okay, the 5 4 that's $20. You can get drink, you get burger. These kids is fed, and I think there's this one lady who she did some research and wrote a book. I can't remember it right now because I was listening to it on NPR, but she was like, "Fed is best." So we have to stop making people feel bad for their food choices.
Ooh, girl!
Because remember when McDonald's had that salad? You could get it for $1. You could get the parfait they took those things off the menu, right? And there ain't no dollar menu nowhere. Let's be honest. So, but fed is best, and that sometimes you do have to do that. So just balance it out. What can we balance?
Tell our moms that because my first child, I went and bought the little baby bullet. I was making avocados and sweet potatoes and doing all the things because I felt like that's the kind of mom I wanted to be.
Yeah.
The second one, that baby could eat off the floor.
Thank you, because they all gonna eat off the floor.
So
they gonna lick the thing at the store. Boogers.
Right.
They gonna eat it all.
Yes, I love that concept. My kid is fed.
That's
absolutely.
Right. And within the confines in which I am relegated to, like I do my best to. We eat out. We eat through a drive-thru sometimes. We eat at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I cook.
Easier.
But I don't want to make my kids have unhealthy relationships to food.
Right.
Where you're beating yourself up because you ate a burger when you really should have had a salad. And it's like, when you start piling all that stuff on a salad, you could have just had the burger too because you throw bacon on it. And,
right.
You know, ranch dressing and croutons and all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is what it is. So for diabetes awareness, please make sure you go get yourself tested and keep a pulse on that. November is Men's Health Awareness Month.
Okay, men's.
Go to the doctor, dudes. Get your little prostate.
Yes, y'all be out here playing. Prostate cancer is for real.
Prostate, pancreatic, colon, take you right off the board. Okay, don't get taken off the board. You too young to be taken off.
Yes, and nobody's in the doctor's office fondling you because they find you attractive.
Right,
they are doing their jobs.
Right,
trying to save your life
before you go there. Tell them to dim the lights, put some slow music on or something. Because guess what? You need to do it. Do that fecal sample. Like they have them now where you can send them in the mail. You take your fecal sample and send it, and they can tell you whether you got colon. Yes, a little colon that we walk around. Yes. And last but not least, November is Prematurity Awareness Month. And I am a mom of a preemie baby. And let me just say there are 4 types of premature. So there's extremely premature. That's any baby born before 28 weeks. So now they do life-saving procedures for 22-weekers on out. And then you have very preterm, which is what I have, 28 weeks.
It was so little. Oh my God.
Low birth weight. They'll usually have a lot of complex health issues afterwards. Moderate is 32 and 34 weeks. Late preterm is 34 to 36 weeks. You'll see that with a lot of multiple births. They're usually born within that time period because full-term babies can't share like that.
I know, ain't no
And then early term, like when people say, I had a preemie, most of us are thinking about that 37 to 39 weeks. I had my baby 2 weeks before due date. Those babies usually, are good. They send you home with those babies. The other babies, they don't send you home with those babies. Okay. So if you know anybody that I've been doing like a little series on my Insta talking about the NICU.
I saw that.
So,
I love it.
Frazzled Black Mom, if you on the Insta. It's Frazzled Black Mom. Anyways. And March of Dimes has their Prematurity Awareness Day, and that's the 17th of November. And my wonderful sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, just raised $1 million for March of Dimes. First sorority to do that.
They just had a gala too.
Yeah. And our Founders Day was on the 12th, so we're 101 years old now. We were the last in the pan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Last created, best designed. That's what we say. All right, so let's talk about the programming. CHWs. If you're interested in CHW training, email us.
Call us. Email us.
Email us. Tell us that you want it.
DM us.
2024, we're gathering, and we'll start our first cohort in April. And we're doing it for free for 5 Black women. And then we're looking for women to tell their sexual health story. We're building a visual digital campaign. So we want Black women to be a part of that, to tell their stories, because we have such diversified stories. Mm-hmm. And people don't think that way. They just think, oh, you're angry. And that's it.
Yeah.
Well, God damn it. Yeah, I'm angry because you only think about me in one way. And if I be quiet, then you're saying I'm laying down. And if I get up, then you say you're standing up too much.
Right.
Fannie Lou Hamer, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And so email us once again if you're interested in that. We'll be and look out for our Instagram posts and things along those lines, because we'll be posting more about it as we move into the new year. We will be posting our full 2024 calendar in the not too distant future, in December probably. And that's it. That's all the programming that we have that we want people to come. Please email us. We want you to be a part of it. But we have some things that we're attending. We have the Texas Black Women in Business Extravaganza.
Yeah.
And the category is
face.
And the category is for us tabling. So
we gotta find a fancy word for tabling.
Yes. Yeah. Vendoring. I don't know. But we'll be at the extravaganza.
Yes, come see us, meet us, greet us, learn about our programs. We could sign
up to tell your story.
To tell your story. And about that, it's going to be a professionally done, beautiful. So what I'm looking for, like, what's
extravaganza.
Beautifully told, represented media campaign.
Yes. Oh, yes. We're not lowbrowing it.
We're not gonna be out here.
Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. No, as much as I love the poem, that's not what we're doing.
We want to bring out the beauty and the queen and just the Renaissance.
Yes, and speaking of Renaissance,
I know you weren't going to miss that.
I'm not going to miss it because I'm going to let you talk.
Okay.
World AIDS Day, that's December 1st. Friday. What are we doing?
Oh my God, what are we not doing?
Isn't it the first Friday in December?
Yes.
What are we doing?
What are we not doing? We are premiering Beyonce's Renaissance movie. And
my power. I'm sorry, can I myself that?
And because we're those girls, we have opened it up to the community for free.
Yes, so we have 83 seats. We don't have 83 seats left.
We don't have 83 seats
but we do have seats left. So please go to our Instagram, click on our link in the bio, fill out our event form. I will personally email you your ticket link. Please, 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 please. We want to fill that theater up. What are we going to have there?
Oh my God, me?
Yes, her. Show out in your outfits because we're going to have a what kind of booth?
We're going to have one of those 360 booths, y'all. We're going to have a videographer there. We're going to have HIV testing there. We're going to be providing HIV testing kits, home kits. We're going to be passing out information about our programs. And we want you to come out in your best Beyoncé.
Come to show out, people.
Show up, show out, good knees, all that.
We're still getting more and more people. So we don't know what we're going to have at the end, but we know it's going to be festive.
It's going to be fantastic.
I love it. Come on. And the theme is to empower Black women.
Yes.
And why not? Beyonce is an empowerment temple for herself, right? So we want to coincide with that, with the community, and say, we need to empower Black women. We need to focus on Black women because you know what? They are not focusing on us. So why are we not going to focus on ourselves? Reclaim our time and focus on ourselves.
Absolutely. And I think that's the perfect day, the perfect reason, and then the perfect opportunity for everyone to come out and not only see what we do, but just see how we impact our community.
Movie starts at 7:30.
We are doing big things out here.
But you need to show up early, Chad.
Yeah, you got to get there early so you can take your pictures.
6:30, 7 o'clock, because we want butts and seats by 7:15.
Yeah, we starting on time.
Yes. Black people. This is
we started on time.
Not the other type of time. This that other type of time, okay? So come get your refreshments and
lights
all that.
Going down at 7:25.
Right.
Movie start at 7:30.
And it's a 2.5 hour movie. Come.
I'm happy about.
Stand up. We want you to dance. We want you to do all that types of stuff if you can.
We want to shake the theater, y'all.
Yes.
We want to vibrate that whole entire theater.
Right. And it's free. Like, when was the last time you got something good for free?
Oh, that's true.
Right. We got to give you a good experience. Tell your friends, forward it over, do all that kind of stuff. We want to see you there.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate the response that we've gotten from a lot of the organizations around Austin, just kind of supporting us. We know that World AIDS Day is our niche, but people outside of our work have been really receptive to supporting us. So please come out. Please call us.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Yes.
We got Black Women in Business.
That is true.
We got Vivint Health.
That is also true.
Ashwell Sexual Health and
that is true.
Wellness Organization. My mama, Miss Wilma.
Our board members, Wilma Ambrose and Amber Johnson. They both have sponsored. We've sponsored.
Yeah.
We look, we're putting our money where our mouth is.
We don't get paid for this.
If we don't buy it, we don't buy it, how we going to get somebody else?
How we expect you to buy it? Right.
We want you to know that we're putting money out of our own pockets into this because we care about this that much.
Absolutely.
So come out. And we're looking for more sponsors. We'll take more sponsors. Come on.
Absolutely.
And if you can't sponsor this, we can give you some other things that sponsor.
Hit
us up at www.randomblackgirls.com or on our Instagram. Yeah. Or email us at allurealliancetx@yahoo.com.
Yahoo.
We're going to get us a better email, but for now, that's what we're doing. As we now move into getting out of here and closing out this wonderful podcast, which I feel like this is a good flow today. It flew by. You know what they say?
When you having fun?
Funny how time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah,
we are stupid out here.
You like that, yeah.
What do you want people to think about as they move into December?
Oh, gosh.
December. We're wrapping it up, guys.
Give yourself grace because the holidays would take you to the promised land, honey. So give yourself grace.
Room. Take me to the king.
Oh.
That kind of thing?
Yeah.
No.
It'll take you down. Because it's like you got to get ready for Thanksgiving. And after Thanksgiving, you got to get ready for Christmas. And you got to decorate. And oh, my God, this Christmas music. And
it already got it out.
It already took me to the king twice. I'm back. I don't want to hear it no more.
I don't do Christmas music until the 1st. I get my Christmas.
I don't even want it on the 1st. I want it December 24th.
1 to the 25. I'm going to say to people, don't go broke out here. I mean that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be unhappy for all the way till you pay it off. And then by then you got to start charging it back up again. I'm going to say this to the aunties, and I know that the kids going to be mad with us, but aunties, uncles, people that they have children of their own, but they also have kids in their lives that they also care for. Don't go broke for these kids.
Oh.
I'm sorry, don't go broke for your kids. The reason why I say this is my kids get stuff all year, like all year long. If you don't get it for Christmas, your birthday right behind that.
Yeah.
This is how the last 6 months of our life is. My birthday is in September. My baby's birthday's in September. My daddy's birthday is September, right? Then we hit Halloween. Then we hit Thanksgiving. Then we hit Christmas. Then middle baby birthday. Then my oldest birthday. And then Mother's Day. Then we don't get no fucking break. You will stay broke if you keep doing that. So I just want to say that, Christmas, holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating, please don't go crazy and go broke because them kids they going to play with that wrapping. They're going to play with that box. They're going to break it. And then you're going to be mad at them because you paid $73.50 for this toy and they broke it. So
in your face.
Just take the time to be present.
Yeah.
So my presence is
your present.
So, give them a few gift cards, put it in a car and go on about it because.
I mean, kids don't want nobody electronics.
I know.
And they are not cheap.
I know.
So it's like, we got to.
You better get them an Apple gift card and keep it moving. You better buy an app. That's all I can do.
I even told my husband, I was like, just the thought of putting up a tree this year makes me tired.
Yeah.
So.
We got to go get our shit out of storage and stuff. So
I'm going to let the kids put it up. It's going to look like the Charlie Brown
whatever
Christmas
it looks
tree.
Like,
that's what we're going to get.
We're going to be like the Grinch. Whatever it is, just go throw it up there.
Yeah.
Who's it's, what's it's.
All right.
Yahoo, we're going to be around that tree like that anyway. They don't care. I'm not even wrapping the presents like I usually do. I'm going to put all the presents for each child and I'm going to put it in a big box. And I'm going to wrap that big box. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. Open your boxes. Boom, we're done.
Okay. I didn't even think about it.
One big ass box.
Put the box.
You can even get, now they got these things where they're like Santa bags. And we don't do Santa in my house. But they do Santa bags. And then you just take all the stuff, you put them in the big bag. You put the bag under there. And it has their name on it. Like if you want to use it year after year.
Oh, that's cute. Because, I love writing names on stuff.
Yeah. And they embroider it, like embroidered names.
Yes. Yeah. I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just doing a big box because I buy enough Amazon shit.
But every day.
And then I put their clothes in the one that looked like it opens like a treasure chest. They know it's clothes in there. That's why they open it last. Matching jammies and all that. We're doing all that.
Cool beans.
Well, thank y'all. We appreciate it because you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend some time with us. Thank you for coming out. God bless you.
Good night.